So I've been thinking, guys. I say thinking, more worrying, I suppose. I'm getting fat and lazy. I'm getting fat and lazy, and of course, it doesn't help getting older. I'm 28 years old. I know I'm not old, but I'm still 28 years old. I'm not a spring chicken. I have noticed, due to responsibilities and circumstance change, such as having children, I haven't got the body I used to have. I look back at all the other pictures. I used to have a really decent body, you know. I used to go to the gym 5-6 times a week, sometimes 7 if I'm being honest with you. I used to keep that up, and I kept this up for years. And it's recently hit me that I'm slipping. I'm losing that. I'm still not fat. I don't have a big belly. I don't, you know. I'm still. The definition's pretty much gone, but I'm still getting a bit. I'm still getting a bit of podge, you know, a bit of podge, especially around the midsection. My upper body's still okay. I've lost a lot of size, of course I have, but you start to notice it. I need to change this. I need to do something about it. And the way to do that is go running, start building up my fitness again, start to trim up, start doing body weight exercises at home, and just go, because I haven't got time to go to the gym. I just haven't got time to go to the gym with work, my own stuff going on, the vlogs going on, or YouTube, and other stuff going on. I haven't got the time. I haven't got the time to commit, not like I used to. But I need to do something. And this is the trick. This is the trick, okay? People don't know when it's time to actually make a change. And it hit me, like I say, looking at pictures and looking in the mirror, and you think, okay, I need to do something. So stick with me, guys. This is what I'm going to do. So the new plan is to sit down, do a plan, meal plan, weight plan, workout plan, and see how I get on from there. I have actually got a qualification in personal training. Did it a few years ago actually, with WABA qualifications. It's alright. I never really intended to do it as a career. I had to pay for the course, but I never really intended to do it as a career. I don't have that patience with people that don't listen and cooperate. So as I said, starting tomorrow, gonna go out for a morning run, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy that. I'm really not a morning person. I'll stay awake all night long, but getting me up in the morning, nightmare. You're either one or two types of people. Your alarm is set, you got one time, and you turn it off. Now, I've got about 5 alarms. 6:20, 6:25, 6:30, 6:35, 6:40, 6:45, 7. So that means no more of this junk. I say junk, I absolutely love Mountain Dew. Absolutely love it. Got a mate who's goes to the American Air Base and gets it for me. Ex-military guy. He's gets it for next to nothing. Next to nothing, like 24 cans for about £5. It says there's 46 grams of sugar in that can. Well, sugars. I'll show you in a minute when I pull over. So I'm not really into the whole body weight exercises, as I said to you before. Not really into that, so it's going to be a whole new experience, I think. I'm going to have to set a little gym up at home, get some basic equipment in there, just some like pull-up bars and everything like that. So, because if I use a door frame, it'll break. I weighed myself last night. I've actually, lost a bit of weight. 16.5 stone now. Yeah, wow, 16.5 stone. I was 17 not long ago. I'm not fat. How can I put it? I'm not fat, but not quite happy with where I am. I do have a lot of body fat, don't get me wrong, compared to what I used to look like. I mean, I've never been like 6%, but you know, I was decent, yeah, I'm quite good. You know, like I say, when you look back at the photos, you think, wow, I've changed a lot. Of course, that is getting older, it's having children, different circumstances in life. You can't always go to the gym, you can't always look after yourself that well. The only thing you can do is eat relatively well, which I don't eat bad, but I could do a lot better, because I do eat a lot of carbs, really. You know, bread for a start, I eat a lot, not a lot, but I have a sandwich a day, and I'll have some toast or something else later on, cheese on toast. You know, I'm quite partial to some cheese on toast. And eat parent sauce, ooh yeah, could just have some of that. And my diet's not too bad, it's just not great, especially when I hear what a lot of people do eat, and I do consume quite a bit, don't get me wrong, but I've got a friend who just eats and eats and eats. I say he's a friend, he's not, I just know him, but the amount of calories he consumes cannot be healthy. Well, it isn't, clearly. He's got like a 40-something waistline, and he's only like in his 20s. That's really bad. At least I'm trying to do something. I'm not out of shape, I just could just do with trimming up a bit again. I mean, I don't want to get back to the way I was before. I don't want to get back that way. I haven't got the time to maintain that. I just need to trim up a bit and just watch what I eat. Start the running, take the dog with me. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep up, because he's about 8 years old, bless him. He's completely off his head though, he's crazy. He's running around the garden all the time, but we'll see how he is when we start running. So you might be asking, well, okay, why have you started vlogging in the van? Well, it's simple, I want to start uploading more. You guys, I've been receiving a few emails saying that luckily you enjoy all my vlogs and everything like that, but you'd like to know a bit more about me. So I don't really know what else there is to say apart from just show you. I'm quite happy that people are messaging me. You know, I'm receiving emails saying, oh, that's quite good, I'd like to know a bit more about that or a bit more about this. Of course, the only downside is you've got to be careful with what you share with YouTube, because it is global. And I've got on your analytics, unless you're a creator, you won't really know. But on your analytics, which is obviously about your channel, about your videos, about your views, tells you where you're most popular and everything else. Luckily, it's the UK, United States, Norway, Belgium, Ireland, Northern Ireland, it said, Greece, and they do change all the time. It just depends on who's seen it, you know, most recently, I suppose. I don't know. So you have got to be careful with what information that you do share over YouTube. And I'll only ever share what I feel like I want to share. Originally, this channel was never about this. It was just about creating logs for my family and my son, really. And it's just kind of evolved and I've span off it. And again, I do have another channel as well, so I am working on that one. Well, I've got 3 other channels, but 2 I don't really bother with anymore. I've got a lot of friends through it, you know, YouTube friends, which is a strange sort of feeling, a strange sort of sense of belonging, sense of community that you gain. And there is a few people in the UK and where I am located that, you know, you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't actually believe that they're around the corner, essentially. And then there's some across the water in America and Norway and Belgium that you start getting along with and start wanting to work with. I am trying to collaborate with a friend of mine in London. trying to get together to do something for the channel there, and it's just kind of evolved really, and I'm really excited where this is going. So I'm just going to throw a poll up there like that. I'm going to start doing a few little videos again about more about me and my views of things. So the first online is either going to be my life, my views on life itself, and a bit about my early life, where I grew up, and where I want to go. So if that is a video that you'd like to see, just click yes on the poll and we'll go from there. So I'm going to try and do a few more videos on like my views on marriage and children and just other little bits that I can. So if you think that's a good idea, just whack on the yes and we'll go from there. So a typical day really for me, I don't really, like I say, I don't really get time to exercise anymore, but a typical day would consist of getting up, getting washed, dressed, etc. Maybe having breakfast. I don't always have breakfast. In fact, I haven't had breakfast the last week. I haven't been eating till about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. So that's really not good for the diet. So then you go to work, like I say, after you're all ready, dressed, out in the morning, go to work, have some dinner maybe about 11 o'clock, maybe eat again about 3 o'clock, come home about 4:30, 5, sit down for something to eat, and then that will really be it until later on, about 6 o'clock. About 6 o'clock I'd then probably have a chocolate bar or something like that, maybe a dessert, and then I'd probably have cheese on toast about 9 o'clock, which again is too late. All the theories have gone out the window that I know about, and you know, all my diet plans and eating schedules have gone completely out the window. I find myself troughing just before bed, which is, anybody will know that's resting carbs, that's not good. So when you wake up you feel bloated, horrible, and it just puts you in a bad mood all day when you're not eating correctly, and you're just not getting that motivation, you're not getting that fuel from food really. So it just puts you in a bad mood, puts you down, puts you miserable, and that is a trouble with a lot of people. It's their diet. It's not good, and that's what it is with me. It's time to step my game back up, start trimming up for that beach body. I'm one of them guys that even when I did have a decent body, I never took my shirt off. I don't see a point in it. Okay, on the beach it's a bit different, but walking down the street, why are you taking your shirt off? Come on, man. It wasn't even like I was jealous. I had a decent body, but I just never did it. Never have done it. Even, do you know what? Even on a beach, most of the time I've got a shirt on, unless I'm doing like water sports or something like that. But that's the only time I'll do it. I won't do it any other time. I mean, you see some guys walking down the street and they cannot wait for a bit of sun so they can rip the shirt off. And it's not even like I'm being sexist. I don't think women need to do it. You go to the shops, love. Why are you in your bra? But that's my views, isn't it? I mean, I think there's a time and a place for everything. I really don't want to see it. But everyone's got their own views, right? If it was all the same, it would be boring. So you remember I said that I eat a lot of sandwiches, I eat a lot of bread, I eat a lot of Subways too. I know they're reasonable, but it's still bread, isn't it? So I'm going to set myself a challenge. Obviously I'm going to go out running every morning for the next week at least, and then I'll cut down to just weekdays. But I'm going to set myself another challenge of not eating bread. I'm not going to eat no cheese on toast, no sandwiches, no Subways. It's just going to be a balanced, healthy diet. Chicken and salad. That's all I'm going to stick to. And we'll see how I get on. Before, I did it for years, eating a healthy, balanced diet. But it comes back to the whole busy schedule, doesn't it? Like I say, everyone's got work, everyone's got demands, everyone's got responsibilities. So you don't have that time to meal prep unless you're in the biz, you know. You just don't have the time. So I'm gonna leave myself an hour at night just to get some meal prep done and sort myself out, because it's not good, it's not healthy, and it's only gonna lead to health problems down the line, which I don't really want, you know. Also, shall I get rid of the beard? Yes or no? I've been doing these little polls. I don't know whether to get rid of it or not. How's it look? Looks a bit silly, doesn't it, really? So, chuck it in the comments if you reckon I should trim it, or shave it, or keep it. Like some ideas. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to thumbs up, like, subscribe, and check out my Instagram, okay? I'll see you later.